Hey there everyone, Sturpy Nuggy here. Yes, I made the theme brighter. Right now, I am at my Aunt Dee Dee's house, and I'm pretty sure she's sleeping above me, so I'm gonna try to be quiet. I'm actually in Colorado right now where I'm filming this, and that room over there is where I'm gonna film something that's part of what I'm gonna discuss here. So, you may or may not have read the title, but in case you didn't, I am remaking episodes 1 through 5 of the reboot. Now, you may be wondering, why? Well, here's some reasons. Let me think of them. Okay, I remembered all of them. So basically, one of the main things is that you may or may not have noticed that from episode 5 and onwards, the walls of the house were like purple, this weird purplish gray color, while everything before that, episodes 1 through 4, weren't. Well, that's because in between the filming of episodes 4 and 5, my mom painted our house's walls. We also got a new couch, new curtains, a new tank for our snake, and other things. Now, originally, here's a fun fact. Episode 5 was originally an episode where Barry and Cake invited their friends over to look at their new paint and stuff. The reason why I was going to do that is because episodes 4 and 5 canonically take place 3 weeks apart. Episode 4 takes place on July 20th, 2023, and episode 5 takes place on August 10th, 2023. That's because Barry's wound from episode 4 would take 4 weeks to heal. So during that time, Barry and Cake laid low because, Barry needed to heal. And during that time, they fixed up their house. However, I realized that if I wanted to do flashback scenes to the house, I really couldn't because of the new wall paint. So I decided to just retcon it. Now, I wasn't going to do that. In fact, I wanted to upload what was going to be the original episode 5 as a short, because it was a short episode. But then I was like, you know what, I'm just going to retcon it, because there were problems with episodes I had, like episodes 1 through 5. Episode 1 had this plush style this plush video style I didn't use for too long, where I would record the scenes, but I would voice over them. I didn't like this because my voice wouldn't match the movements at all. The opening of episode 2 also used this, but luckily I stopped later on. Also, episode 2 was way too long, like 26 minutes, yikes. So I decided to cut 2 people out of Barry and Cake's red group. And those are Isaac, the big lizard that was sleeping on the cat tree in episode 2, and Monk, the green monkey, who was hanging. I'm pretty sure he was the one who was hanging from the dumbbell back then. The reason why I wanted to cut them is because I wanted to save Monk for a bigger role later, and Isaac is canonically a lot older than the main friend group, who are all teenagers. Meanwhile, Isaac is Isaac is in his 40s. The only reason why I was saying is because he's canonically Craig's legal guardian. So, yeah, there's that. Yeah. So with only 15 victims, the episode should be shorter. For episode 3, no real problems, except some of the scenes weren't the greatest. I actually have no problems with episode 4 because, it's really good. In fact, I consider episode 4 to be the best piece of plush media I've ever made as of now. And for episode 5, I don't know, it wasn't really the greatest episode and it wasn't executed the best. And also, I actually want to rework the gem lore because the slideshow wasn't that great and I've been reconsidering what's going on. So whenever the new versions of the episodes premiere, which I'll get to that in a bit, the originals are going to be labeled as non-canon and will be put into a new playlist I'm making that will just say Barry and Cake extras. Maybe I'll make separate ones for the reboot and the classic series, I don't know. Also, sorry for the slight jolt you saw earlier. As for when they will release, I want the episodes to release the day they take place in universe. So episode 1 takes place the day the original release, so it will release on July 10th, 2026. Episode 2, I actually changed to take place the day after episode 1 into the following day. So from July 11th to 12th, 2023. So it'll premiere those. So it will release on YouTube premiere on July 12th, 2026. Episode 3 takes place on July 16th, so the same thing goes for release. Episode 4, as I said earlier, was on July 20th. Luckily, I have more time for episode 5 since that's on August 10th. The reason why I said premiere is because I actually have all of episode 1 filmed already, with the exception of the credits. In fact, since I don't have access to a computer right now, I can't do that. But yeah, so whenever I finish the episodes, I'll upload them, but I'll set them as a premiere, so they'll premiere on the days I said. Yeah. Also, here's another fun fact. Originally, I was gonna make this basement area X's lair in the show, but then I realized that I would have to record all the scenes that would be recorded in season 1 here. And I probably wouldn't come back here for a long time. I mean, the last time we were at Dee Dee's was in 2024, so yeah, just wanted to get that out there. I also recorded a good chunk of episode 2, so yeah, and now that the announcement is out there, I guess that's all I had to say. I'm so happy this is finally out there. Also, 2 days ago, from when you should be seeing this, I released the video where I announced the reboot was gonna happen, so yeah. Anywho, that's it, and I'll see you guys soon. Also, as for episode 8, I have barely recorded it. I might have some problems. Okay, that's all I really had to say. Bye.